So good evening, everybody. And I hope this is not one of those boring sessions, so we will try to make it as much fun as possible. Let me quickly introduce from who are there in the panel, and I think you know everybody, but still I'll do. To the rightmost is Lohit. Lohit has come from Delhi. Cheer for him, please. Lohit heads our general staffing business, which is around 2,200 crore today, and is one of the most profitable business. Next to him is Sanju, the guy with the patent, not to forget, who heads Magna. And so he has two innings. His second time, he's left us one in between. We'll come to know of it why. And then he came back again to Quest. And then we have Anand, who was the toughest competitor for us when he was in Adeco. And now he is here, so we know how to get our competition here. Anand heads the whole of IFM business for us. And then our dear friend with a lot of wisdom, Marcel, who will help me in talking with the rest of the folks. Thank you, Marcel. To my left is a young and a very budding CEO that we have, who heads our infra business, Saurabh. And next to Saurabh is the very young-looking, which Ajit talked about. Something good has happened to him in Malaysia. I think he has found work-life balance. So, head of our Asia Pacific, Vijesh. Help me by giving all of them a round of applause, because the job that me and Marcel have is very easy. We are going to ask them questions. Their job is very difficult. Applause will come on what they say. And therefore, guys, it's easy. We'll start with Marcel. Would you like to start off? Okay. So Marcel says to me, and therefore, what I will do is start with Lohit. And let me also, those of you who don't know Lohit, he's called a professor. Anything that you ask him can take 45 minutes for him to answer. So mind you, Lohit this time will show a different side of him, which is he will answer in less than 2 to 3 minutes. And
I'll try.
Lohit, let me start and ask you a very simple question. You joined almost 6 years back.
Almost 7 now.
7, wonderful. And in 7 years, you have changed a lot. Now, if I were, or any of these people that we have in the audience, our employees, you were to give them advice when they join in, what should they do that they never should lose till they reach the senior management? What advice would you give them?
They should never lose.
What is one thing they should start doing from day one that they should never lose or stop doing till they reach the senior management? What would that be?
I think I remember exactly about a little more than 7 years ago, SV Towers, the corner office that Ajit sir used to sit, one winter morning for Bangalore winter, and he had called me down for an interaction which was supposed to be my interview that day. And at the end of the conversation, which was supposed to be for about 45 minutes or 1 hour, he buzzed Pratibha and said, Pratibha, my meeting with I think the bankers or somebody he was meeting that day, can you just push it back by about half an hour? I want to spend more time with Lohit. And he kept asking question after question. To the last question was the thing which, clearly sparked it off. He turns around and looks at me and says, are you sure you want to take this job? And I said, sir, I beg your pardon. I mean, after 1.5 hours of conversation, why would you even ask that? He said, you've got all white hair on your head. You think you can burn rubber like that and you can sell. So I paused for a moment and I said, sir, I think white hair is fine, but what I'll be scared for is the day I will have no hair on my head. That's the only day I'll stop selling. So I think my advice to all the youngsters would be, if you're here at Quest, don't worry whether you get white hair. Just worry the day you'll start losing your hair. So that's one thing they'll want to keep with themselves.
Thank you. Thank you. And I want to quickly flip over to somebody that we are very, about Anand, there are two things that he's very passionate about. One is cricket and other is Rajni. And Anand, I don't know, a lot of people don't know. So we would like to know about, especially your Rajni stories, where you would have skipped work, I'm very sure, skipped offices, skipped certain other things and commitments to watch a Rajni movie on day one.
If by chance today there was a first day release, I wouldn't be here. So I don't compromise on it. My father accepted, my wife accepted. So I'll be in Chennai actually. I have two favorite theaters. I'll be there with my friends watching first day, first show. So I enjoy that.
And you've done something similar for cricket too?
Sorry?
Something similar for cricket?
Yeah, I think I love Chennai Super Kings. I kept my yellow jersey. I love Dhoni, so I kept my yellow jersey for last 2 years. So last week my son pulled out and asked me what should he do. I said, okay, another 3 months. So I'm hoping I can watch in Bangalore Stadium or I'll go to Chennai.
Vijay, you're one of our younger leaders. You've been a very successful leader. What have you learned from Ajit to have fun on? What are the fun moments you had with Ajit?
You should never have a review with him on Monday morning.
And what is the secret of your boundless energy? What advice would you give to some of the other younger people over here?
I think you've answered the question yourself. I think about having fun at work. While every day we walk into office, we see everyone smiling, and the very fact that every customer that you walk into, or every office that you go into, or our own offices, that your colleagues are always just doing their job, I think that itself gives a lot of energy to me. But to be honest, I think it's these people right in front of you. I think they're just amazing. Just walking in and seeing them working. You know, I've worked in Magna, I've worked in IKEA, I've started seeing FMS in fashion. The energy on the floor in each of our offices is enough.
I think that's very, very energizing. And that's a good lesson to learn from him. Saurav, you're a great guy. I know you personally. But you sometimes come across as being a very serious guy. Yeah? Tell us about your most embarrassing moment in IKEA. Your most embarrassing moment in IKEA.
None.
None so far?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask a question. See, he has worked with two of the most famous bongs we have in this company. He has worked with Satyakam. He has also worked with Shubrata. So now for us, and I think we have seen a side of Shubrat today, everybody has seen. There is a side to Shubrat that everybody saw today. Now for us, help me, what's the common, what's different between these two famous bongs that we have inside in this community?
That's a tough one. So let me first talk about how they're different. One will always ask you why. The other will say why not. So that's one thing. Second, if I say what's common, now as he said, they are both bongs and I'm from Orissa. So I know one thing I will not be able to convince both of them. That is that Rasgulla was not invented in West Bengal.
So while we are on this, in a very positive manner when I say bong, so we have a gentleman who moved out from India and went to Malaysia. And we have been from beginning hearing today, some Tamil, some Kannada, some Telugu. We need to hear from Vijay some word of Malay or some other language which you have learned there, and maybe put you in a customer situation where...
I've learned one sentence decently well in Malay, Bahasa Malay. It says, Bolai kapai target. Have you met your target?
So now let me move to Sanju. Everybody tells me, and I interact a lot with Sanju too, that he is a very serious guy. He's a very hands-on guy. He goes into a lot of depth. That's how he has been able to get a patent in his name, right? Now, Sanju, this is what I actually wanted to know, and on behalf of everybody else, is you took a break. Now, a lot of people take a break for reasons to build up their careers. Some take it because they have some other, very, very pressing need. We need to know that you took a break and then you came back to Quest because there was no other place that you could have gone to. We wanted you and you wanted us. So tell us, why was that? What was the thinking? Let's see that side of yours that nobody knows.
Since year 1995, I had not done anything stupid in my life. And it was 2015, I decided to quit my job and take a break. This is 20 years of not doing anything stupid. By the way, in 1995, I got married. That was the most stupid thing I did, okay? All right, so But in 2015, I took a break from a company that I worked in India for. And I decided to stay with my first son. I spent the entire year with him, teaching him mathematics, organic chemistry, nuclear models of atomic theory. And that was the really best year for my, for my life. And I felt very satisfied by doing that. When I decided to look at the next phase of my life, there was nothing other than Quest for me. Absolutely nothing. So I had an afternoon, I called Subrato, and he's still holding his hand to his head, I think. I saw him. I called Subrato, and it was really graceful of him to, welcome me back to Quest. And it's really fantastic moment for me to be back. So I spent a lot of my time in India, outside India, but in India, Quest is the only company I worked for. And that's really a phenomenal thing for me. Thank you.
Thanks, Sanju.
Lohit, you're known to be very professorial. Tell this room something that you've never shared with anybody else about yourself.
Oh, that's a tough one.
This is a family gathering, so, keep it clean.
So, okay, I had a few girlfriends.
Now,
Till I finally met my then girlfriend and now wife. For some of you who would wonder that at what age was that was at the sweet age of 13. So we courted each other for about 15 years and we married about 15 years ago. So we've been together for about 30 years.
Even there he speaks only numbers.
That is fantastic.
we also know, Lohit, that you unwind by watching movies and you don't drink much. So if you were to choose between, let's say, Deepika or Katrina or your choices, whom would you choose? Why?
Choose for what?
For an acting. See, that's where Lohit is so good. He wants to know everything. We are giving you a choice for you to act in a movie, let's assume, or spend a time.
Act with them.
Or
Act
your
with them.
favorite.
So I think hands down I'll take Deepika, not for the fact that she has South Indian roots and she's both Indian personality in complete sense, but also for the fact that my daughter, 9.5 years old, absolutely loves her and loves her acting. So I think it would be Deepika that I would want to. The only problem would possibly be I've never met Deepika, but the perception that I have is that she'd at least be a foot taller than me. So I don't know how they'll manage that part, but if they can have Amir Khan in movies, I'm sure I can manage it.
That was my point. We'll manage it. We'll manage it. Yeah. Thank you. Now we will open up for audience, questions that people will have. So any of you want to ask question to anyone in particular, I think please let us know and you can ask the questions. While we are doing it, I just want to let everybody know that when we ask people to send their questions, one of the suggestions came from one of the team in MFX that they'll be working while we are having Sangam today. And therefore, this is being live streamed right now across for anybody who's not here to watch it as well. So there is digitization for you within Quest 2. If there are no questions at this point in time, we'll continue, but we'll wait for the questions. Anybody with a question can just raise hand and there will be somebody who will bring the mic.
So if there are no questions, let's create a question and let's have an audience vote for whom do you think of these 5 gentlemen on the stage deserve the highest round of applause? And this is not a popularity contest. Audience?
So let's hear the noise for, let's start. For Lohit. For Sanju. For Anand. For Saurabh. For Vijay. And for my dear Marcel.
A compliment must be returned. The highest round of applause for Rajesh.
So there's a close fight. You know exactly who's winning. Any of the questions that you want to ask to Marcel, please? Any of you? To Marcel? I'm putting Marcel in spot. No? Then thank you so much. I think it was brilliant. We as in people that work with you, all of you, we wanted to see another side of you. And thank you for opening up for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, guys, let's hear it for our first set of panelists, guys. Put your hands together for these guys. Lohit Bhatia, Sanju Balurkar, Anand C, Saurav Lenka, Vijay Shivaram, and our moderators, Rajesh Sharma and Marcel Parker. Can we hear a round of applause for them, please? Come on, guys. Quite informative, and yes, of course, quite entertaining as well. I'm now going to call upon on stage another set of panelists, okay? Another set of panelists who, again, you can shoot questions at, and also some bit of entertainment and sweet nothings coming your way. So with a round of applause, let me welcome on stage once again, Ajit, Shubrata, Amitabh, Guru Prasad, and Satyakam. Sir, can we have you on stage, please? And also, our moderators remain the same, Rajesh Sharma and Marcel Parker. And while they make their way on stage, how many of you want me to do the lucky draw now? So you can come up on stage while we do that. How many of you want me to do that one first lucky draw now? You got to make some noise for that. You got to make more noise, guys. Okay. So right away, right here, right now, we're going to pick one lucky draw, that one person who walks away with an exclusive 2 nights, 3 days holiday in Goa, fully expense paid by Quest Corp. So here goes. I have the box with me. While the panelists come up on stage, sirs, please come up on stage. We want one of you to, in fact, pick up this lucky draw and tell us who is going to win this. Please, come on. All of you, please walk up, please. Yes. Please go ahead, shuffle it up, pick one person, pick one coupon, and that person has to be inside the hall to walk away with that. All right? So here goes, and it is employee ID C822. Name is Chandrakant. Are you here, Chandrakant? Yes, no? You guys happily want to say no, right? Chandrakant, are you here? There he is. Is that Chandrakant? Congratulations! Give him a round of applause, yeah. We got it right. Let's hear a round of applause for him, guys. Come on, everybody, put your hands together. You need to contact the HR and it'll be delivered to you. Congratulations. Thank you. Off you go. Thank you so much. All right, guys, moving on to our second panel discussion. With a round of applause, let me welcome on stage Ajit, Shubrata, Amitabh, Guru, Satyakam, and our moderators, Rajesh Sharma and Marcel Parker. Round of applause for them, guys. Come on, shoot your questions. Let's go.
Before we start this discussion, let me give a heads up that it will be opened up for you too. As we start questions, and at some point in time, we'll open up for the forum. So if you have any questions, be prepared so that you can ask to the panel here. Good evening again, everybody. I'll try to be not so serious this time. The previous one was very serious, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes, so this time we'll make it very light and we'll start with Ajit. And the question, this is a question that has come from some employees too. Is Ajit that, running a business, building a business is absolutely 24/7 job. It requires almost no minute of resting. What people want to know is that how do you then unwind?
There are two, three things that help me get away from work for a bit sometimes and enjoy things that I like to do. One thing is music. So I keep making playlists all the time. Sometimes I have playlists that run into 300, 400 songs. I remember once when we were on the IPO trail with Subrato, and between cities, we used to go to one city every day, and I used to make one playlist almost in every city that we were staying, so it was good fun. And the second thing I like to do is actually biking. In fact, I find sometimes that when there is jet lag after travel, one of the easiest ways for me to get rid of it is to go for a small bike ride. So, if I spend 3 hours on the road and come back, I usually feel pretty good. So these are two things I really like to do.
Thank you. Excellent. And Ajit, while you are on that, I would quickly move on to Guru, who has worked with you for very many years. And Guru, when you started, really, you were a professional. And today you are really an entrepreneur. So if you can trace back the journey for us, where you transform and become a real entrepreneur from being a professional.
Tough question. See, this is my third job. Every time when I've completed 5 years almost in every entity that I've worked, Quest is the only place where I was able to complete 10 years and without knowing the time that ran. And in fact, on that day, I was in Magna addressing when they were celebrating 10K achievement. And on that day morning, I realized I completed 10 years. So I think coming from a professional environment, or I've been coming from an organized segment, or coming from a service where you have a typical MNC culture, it's great start to be with. But I always had a fascination to work for an Indian company. And the story is slightly different. All the company that I joined got acquired in a very short span, and majority was generally held by a foreign company. So when IKEA started, I was very happy that this time I'm going to contribute a lot, because coming back from a GE, coming back from Hewlett kind of culture, I came with a lot of aspiration that I'm going to unwind and I'm going to implement all the stuff that we learned throughout the journey. And trust me, this is the place, even today, I feel as a startup, and it does not give the kind of the boredom or the kind of a process that you get bored beyond a point. So, in nutshell, keeps you completely busy, empowers the way you want to achieve things, and Quest is a long runway. So each of you can run and do wonders at this place. My suggestion to each one of you would be, I think somewhere we can also do this. We can create a common ID to get ideas and start working. In fact, Ajit and team is doing something on that front to create a platform to see how we can create more incubation, how we can incubate more ideas. So Maxseed, Heptagon, Dependo, everything that we have done, I think literally they are the startups that we have seen within Quest. And that should continue, and each one of you can contribute enormously in that. And that's the kind of power what you get at Quest, and the platform can help you to grow that way.
Amitabh and Satyakam, this is a joint question to you all.
Joint?
Although you can both answer one after the other.
Okay.
Both of you are the latest jewels in our crown. Both of you come from very different backgrounds.
Yep.
What do you think that Quest should be doing in the next 10 years to be a great place to work?
I'll defer to my senior colleague.
Age before beauty.
That was nice. That was very nice. Frankly speaking, sir, I really don't see anything as far as the people side is concerned that Quest should do differently than what it has done. Quest has been, as just now Guru said, a hotbed of entrepreneurs. People joined the company as an employee, went on to become entrepreneur in their own right within the organization. That part, I don't think anything needs to be done. What needs to be done, surely, and which I'm trying to do now, we have been doing all the time a B2B business. The time has now come to do B2G business. We do in Excellus a little bit, But as we know, the India is going through a huge amount of transformation. All the infra work, digital, non-digital, make in India, digital India, all these things are coming up. So I think it's time we should move a part of our business or concentrate there on B2G. Thereby the huge volumes will come, which will make the company go exponentially.
Thank you. Amitabh.
Well, your question really was, what can we do to make Quest a great place to work? I think Quest is a great place to work. That's, to my mind, probably the first thing I would say, because I have worked for 8 different companies. This is my 8th company, and I have spent almost about a year here now, and I think we have some great things going for ourselves. So I think that's really the first piece. I think what makes any company great and what will make us, and what will keep us great as we go forward, perhaps are 4 things. One is an unrelenting focus on values, because people want to work in companies that have a certain set of ethics and morals and which act as guiding stars for that particular company. So I think that's really the first thing. We already have that, and I think we need to keep our focus very sharply on that. So set of values and sense of values. Second is a sense of purpose. So Quest already has a very clearly articulated sense of purpose, and I think we need to stay true to that as we move forward. So that ship perhaps needs to stay on that particular course. That's the second piece. Third, I think a sense of belonging, because when people come to work, they are coming to their second home, right? Because that's where they spend the second maximum amount of time that they have in their lives, and they're spending this time away from their families, right? Which is probably the most important thing in their lives. So that sense of belonging, I think, is really very, very key. And the fourth thing, perhaps, is a sense of balance. Because I think all companies, all places, all enterprises, all families, all lives need that sense of balance. Now, whether that balance is between work and their family time, whether their balance is about anything else, I think that sense of balance is very, very critical. So you have balance, you have a sense of belonging, you have a set of values, and you have a sense of purpose. Put these 4 things together, I think we'll stay the course, and I think we'll become one of the greatest companies that India has produced.
Fantastic. Thank you.
So, what Guru, essentially talked about when we asked on the journey from being a professional to entrepreneur, what really I heard, Guru, from you was a lot of passion that was riding on, and I think that will continue in the second part. And then what I heard from both Satyakam and Amitabh is about complete alignment to the purpose, alignment to the goals, and great execution to achieve this. Now, while we are on this, I want to move to Shubhrat and ask in a very different manner that, and a lot of people know that Shubhrat is big-time football fan too. I have not seen him playing, but I know that he's a big-time fan. So if you were to trace back the journey that we had in Quest and the journey we might have ahead, like you said, people get measured on the future and not on the past. Is there any football corollary story, club story that you can bring us to for us to understand it in a different manner altogether?
I think one interview last I think Economic Times, I think digital, the guy was asking a question and asked that as a CFO, what do you think your role in the organization? So I told that, as a CFO, I think the role is a goalkeeper. In a football field, if you understand that goalkeeper is the last line of defense and also the first line of offense. So all attack starts from him and all defense actually. So that is my, I think being a CFO, that should be the role. Overall, I love sports, like Ajit was saying. I follow almost most of the sports, and I know a little bit of, at least I can talk anything about sports with anybody, at least half an hour, 1 hour, any sports, more or less, except maybe kabaddi. I don't know kabaddi. Okay. But otherwise, I follow sports. I like sports. I used to play sports. And football, as being from Calcutta, I know I was a diehard supporter of Mohun Bagan, and my kids actually they are Man U supporters. They every day but still I say that Man U, Mohun Bagan go and beat Man U, whatever. So I like the football because first of all I like whatever in any sports ultimately it brings out the best of you, and it brings out the best of you in a manner that 90 minutes you only want to win. After that or before that, no, everybody is a friend. If you see the match, they're friend. But that 90 minutes, you want to come on top of the world, and you put everything. And I like the players particularly who may not be that great by the skill, But there are in every team, and there you'll see there are a few players come who maybe in a mediocre or maybe not super skill, but they have that agility and that die-hard spirit that last minute they put everything of that they have. I think that is the greatest quality I think, and I try to bring whenever I work, and I think in my whenever there is a pressure and wherever there something come, if I am good or at all, that comes out in that sense. Okay, so football or any soccer, anything players, and that's why I like one team and always supported. Calcutta, everybody support Brazil and Argentina, but from the very beginning, childhood, I was a great supporter of German team. And I still find the German team, whether they are a bad team, good team, but you can expect, what I was telling predictably, German team will not, let you win easily. If they lose, they will lose like a, even if they are 3 down, I think, I don't know whether I think some European Cup where they lost, I think, they were 3-0 down against France, and they came up, they almost won the match, I think 3-2. That spirit has to come in the work also. It's not just a work, ultimately what is work? You do anything, but work is the, economic activity is there, but ultimately at the end of the day, you as a professional, you have to fulfill that you have done something, okay? And that is the ultimate, satisfaction. So if you've done something, if you think are satisfied, that is the ultimate satisfaction. I think that is it.
That's really, really amazing. Not many people in the room know that Guru is an outstanding photographer.
Yeah.
Guru, what has photography taught you? What has photography taught you about being a great leader?
You got to get first time right. Generally, I don't know how many of you have shot in a roll camera here. I still do a film shoot whenever I like to. I don't like a digital camera. So you can't go wrong. You got to get the ISO right. You got to get the lighting right. You got to get the perfect shot. So, and if you are in a place where you need a quick action, there's no retake again. So, that also helps me sometime in my job, that I got to be right at the first time, and how can you get there and do a lot of backward integration and planning for that. So,
I think the camera never lies.
Happens.
I want to tell at this point a small story about Subrato and football. About 5 years back, they were opening up the Indian Football League in India, and they were giving out documents to go and buy a club. So the Bangalore Football Club was up for sale. So he had mentioned to me in office that, of course, I knew about his diehard interest in football and the fact that he's always wanted to be associated with sport in some way. And he told me that this tender document is out, the club is for sale, and maybe we should think about it. You know how Subrato speaks, no? You won't get the whole picture straight together. So then the next thing I knew after 1 week was he had actually bought the tender document and he had bid for the club. So it was only later that we went for the meeting, we discovered that most of the decisions were taken even before, the actual bidding process. But that's how much Subaru went ahead with trying to own a football club. And if he would have been successful today, Quest would have had something to do with Bangalore Football Club. Yeah.
Ajit, talking of sport, you have a passion for cricket. I've heard you talk about cricket statistics, players. What have you learned from the game of cricket which has driven Quest to where we are today?
So I think sport, instills certain things in you. Discipline. You have to do some things in a certain way. You have to respect the rules. You can't step outside the rules. You have to play in teams. You have to respect your opponent. You can't discard him. You have to prepare for everything you do in sport. Nothing comes to you without preparation. And some of the best players have combined talent with effort. So these are, I think, the stories that come with sport. But let me give you one anecdote here. I met G.R. Vishwanath last weekend. And I'd actually watched him score 222 versus R.G.D. Willis and team in Chepauk in the early 80s. So I was asking about the best innings that he has played and how would he rate T20 cricket today. His answer was, if he played T20, he thinks he'd have been India's best batsman. That is confidence. As a sportsman, you have confidence. As a professional, you also need that confidence. That's when you start winning.
Thank you.
So while we are on the lighter side, I want to move to a serious topic with Satyakam, because he's a very serious person. We heard about 90 minutes game from Shubrat. I won't talk about 90 ml with Satyakam right now, but I'll talk about industrial. And this is one part of organization that has been within Quest not fully understood by everybody. So we would like to know what's the plan for industrial for next, let's say, couple of years. How can we see industrial changing completely as we are going forward?
Okay. You see, if you have, when Ajit was presenting the case, while Quest started in 2007, the industrial journey actually started in 2014 when the Hoffincons was taken over. As you rightly said, it is not understood totally. But let me share with you what is going to happen and what will make everybody sit up and suddenly realize that a revolution has happened. And I mean it. I mean every word of it. See, we are aligning very seriously ourselves with all the changes that the country is going through. Be it a creation of sustainable employment through Make in India, or to reach the digital forefront of the world through the Digital India scheme, or to create infrastructure in such a way that the whole country can move much, much faster in all things. And in industrial, while it started with an industrial asset management within a boundary or a space, now we have become boundaryless. We are actually doing, as Ajit also mentioned, the most prestigious smart city project of Ahmedabad. And on 25th of December at 3:10 p.m., the PM himself will be there to inaugurate it. Because the Chief Minister oath taking is at 12:18 p.m. and at 3:10 p.m. will be there. We are getting into this, communication area. We are not talking about the telecommunication with Maxit or Vedanglag. We are talking about Wi-Fi access points across India, non-urban villages. We are talking about here, getting into energy sector as a whole, be it generation, be it transmission, be it distribution as a whole. We are talking about oil and gas in its totality, starting from exploration, refining, and thereby the distribution. So I personally feel that next Sangam, when you meet, you will suddenly realize that here is something which has become taken a different dimension altogether. And this is believe me, I think in the whole hall today, I'm the most excited person as far as the prospect of industrial is concerned. And we had just 1.5 day meeting with all the leaders, and it's actually throbbing. We are just going to burst now and go up. It's fantastic going on.
So here we hear from Satyakam what's the power of industrial that's going to get unleashed. And I think all of us will in some way contribute and participate in that. So while that's the sense of purpose for industrial part of our business, let's hear from Amitabh, and I just want to hear from an average employee, what does the power of one really mean? What will it do for our future of our businesses and future of our employees?
When we sort of looked at this about a year and a half ago, and started thinking about our various diverse businesses, the opportunity and the power that we have when we go and sit in front of a customer, and when we can, when we talk about what all we can do for them, they are astounded. I mean, in the last 4 or 5 months, we have sat in front of the top managements of various large industrial groups in the country. And every single one of them, as we walk out of the room, tell us only one thing, that we didn't know that Quest did all of this. And there is immense opportunity for Quest and for each one of Quest's businesses to do business with these people. So therefore, the power of one really is about bringing all our diverse offerings and products and services together and become the default operating system of these companies. I mean, imagine Windows running computers. Now, Windows doesn't make computers, right? But Microsoft doesn't make computers. But there are so many other companies that make computers, but Microsoft makes them all work. That's what we need to become. We need to become the default operating system whereby we can do all the tasks that they need to do. And therefore, the revenue opportunity with each one of these people is so massive that there is limitless opportunity virtually. If you think about the top 50 business houses in the country, and if you think that for each of these business houses, can I do a business worth maybe, say, 200 crores? That's not hard. 200 crores with 50 people is a massive number, right? And that makes us unassailable. It makes us absolutely impregnable in terms of our position in the marketplace. And then what happens is that then we are no longer dealing with sectoral competition, that company X in this business or company Y in another business. But then we become, above all of that. So that's a massively important competitive position that we can have and a competitive advantage that we can generate for ourselves. That is the power of one, to my mind. Becoming the default operating system for all of these very, very large business houses. That's what we need to become.
We talked of diversity.
Sorry, 1 minute.
We've both been around for...
I'll just like to add to what he said out of the real example. This week, Tuesday, Wednesday, we were in Udaipur. Hindustan Zinc or Vedanta Group has appointed Boston Consulting Group so that they can consolidate all their outsourced activity across Vedanta. Across. It is not Hindustan Zinc, it is not Starlight, it is not Vedanta Alumina, across. And we started discussing, and we are now talking about the entire Hindustan Zinc facility being served by Terrier as a security, Avon or MIS, whatever you call it, as the food services, Hoffincons as the O&M, and the whole, this thing, the power of one, is now actually going across the Vedanta group to all locations. In fact, we have now panned out between ourselves which location next to go to. So this is the right thing. We will now become their one-stop shop for everything. That is the power of one.
And thank you. And while we are at it, let me just quickly also, for everybody to be on the same page of understanding on this. Our Prime Minister keeps talking about demographic dividend. And in some ways, Quest represents that with more than 200,000 people with an average age which is less than around 27. We represent country in various ways. In terms of our services, if you look at it, the business segments that we are present in, the kind of age group that we have, the locations that we present, I think we are poised pretty well, just to add to what Satyakam said, for leveraging that.
Subrata, you've seen the company in the last almost 10 years. Do you believe that Quest is truly a diverse organization? What do we need to be truly seen as a diverse organization? Do we, for example, employ enough women in senior roles?
Yeah, I think definitely Quest is a diverse organization in many ways, and Quest, we have many, the percentage of women in the workforce is, I think, substantial. Okay, may not be at the, at a L1 or L level, not many people are there. But generally, I think Quest is a diverse organization. And what more actually, Quest, I think one thing, and I must confess that entire credit goes to Ajit, that in Quest culture and what, it's only the performance ultimately matters, okay? And I think that he religiously follow that. I think I don't see anything other than performance, whether color of your skin or caste or your religion or anything, where you're coming from, what language you speak, it doesn't matter. I think that is the, in Indian and our society, a lot of things matter sometimes, but that is the one thing he follows very strictly, and he interacts and behaves or whatever we do. I think that is the core of our, that performance is the first and last thing. And I think that brings the diversity. And everybody has a equal role to play. And he and she can go anywhere in the organization just based on your performance. Okay, whether he knows somebody or not doesn't matter. So I think that is what is very unique and help Quest where it is today actually, that only focus on the performance of a person.
Ajit, in November 2027, what would you want to be able to say to the employees of Quest?
That Quest would have played a role in ensuring everybody has toilets in India, that road accidents have come down, quality of life has improved, healthcare index has gone up. Our contribution to making the country a better place to live in is perhaps the end result of everything that we do. So that, I think, should be our objective.
I think.
If there are any questions in the crowd for the panel here, this is the time. Any questions? Okay, thank you very much. I must thank the panel here and thank all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for our panelists here. Come on, guys, put your hands together, everybody. If you've had a good time, if your question's been answered, they deserve a bigger round of applause, guys. Come on. And I would request Amitabh to stay back. Amitabh, sir, please stay back. I want you to stay back. Okay, it's time now. Oh, I pity so many of them who are not in their seats. Because if your name is going to be picked out right now for the lucky draw, and if you're not inside the auditorium, if you're not inside the hall, you're not getting it. Okay, so those of you who are sitting here, feel lucky. Applaud for yourselves, yeah? Okay, so we're going to do one lucky draw right now. You're going to pick out one name from there, and that person is going to walk away with a 2 nights, 3 days, fully expense-paid holiday to Goa. Yes. Go ahead, sir. Just make sure you don't pick out your name, okay? You can't do that. Guys, make some noise if you want to win. Come on, make some noise. Yeah. One name. Okay, so it is employee ID 10005933. C. Prasanna. Are you here? Prasanna. Prasanna, are you here? Not here? So happy, no, Yula, so happy. Okay, let's have the lucky draw box back. Let's have it back. Let's have the lucky draw box back. We got to pick up one more. Let's see. See, Prasanna? How are you, Prasanna? I don't understand. I'm sorry? It's you only, please. Come on up. Okay, we have a winner, guys. Oh, come on, give her a round of applause. We want you on stage for a photograph to confirm that it's you. See, Prasanna, congratulations. You go for a fully paid expense trip for 2 nights, 3 days to Goa. I wonder who you're going to go with. Give her a round of applause, guys. I know you're feeling sad, but appreciate your fellow employee. Give her a round of applause. Congratulations. You need to contact the HR with your ID card and you'll get your holiday voucher, okay? Thank you. Thank you, Amitabh, sir. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. I might just want you to stay back, Amitabh, sir. I want you to stay back for some more things. Please stay back. Come on. Okay. We're now going to quickly move into the most prestigious award that we have at Quest Corp. It's called the Lighthouse Awards. And there are 3 awards under the Lighthouse Awards, which is the Anchor Award, Propeller Award, and the Compass Award. We're going to be giving out the winners right away. So going ahead, I would want you to do the honors, sir. Going ahead for the Anchor Award. His team management and development skills are outstanding. He interacts with every member of the team regularly and counsels them for the individual growth. This has also reduced attrition rate in the team, leading to profitability. Ladies and gentlemen, this Anchor Award under the Lighthouse Award goes to Mr. Srijit K. from Magna Infotech. Srijit. Congratulations. Guys, it's not just another award. It's not just another award. It's the Lighthouse Award, guys. The Anchor Award. Give him a big round of applause. All right, moving on. Next up is going to be the Propeller Award. And this Propeller Award goes to this person whose can-do attitude has always been appreciated by clients and colleagues. He's a team player and exceptionally trustworthy. He keeps clients happy with his work ethics and commitment, and it's none other than Mr. S. Senthil Kumar from Avon FMS Bangalore. Here he is. Senthil Kumar. Congratulations. The Lighthouse Award for the year 2017. Propeller Award. The next award goes to a person who is unfortunately not here in Bangalore, but this one is for his contribution in growth of branch, both in terms of headcount and revenue, which has been noteworthy. He's helped increase sales and revenues consistently in every quarter. Even if he's not here, we have the video capturing it, which will be sent to him. So please do give him a round of applause. That's Mr. Dilip Uppala from IKEA Global Hyderabad. Round of applause for Dilip Uppala. This one's for the Compass Award. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Amitabh. Thank you for being here. Guys, before we move on, can we have one big consolidated round of applause for all the Lighthouse winners of 2017? Come on, put your hands together for them. Well, now moving on. Like I said, we have a series of entertainment that's been lined up for you guys here, and that's what I'm going to bring up. Like I said, the entire Quest organization represented itself in 8 different teams in these competitions, and the winners of those competitions are the ones who are performing right now. So I'm going to be calling upon on stage, ladies and gentlemen, the first place winners, in fact, the number 1 of the group song. Please put your hands together for Team Velocity 1. Come on, everybody. Team Velocity 1 with a group song. And what they bring to you on stage is the world of music. We talk about diversity, we talk about unity in diversity. These guys are going to bring to you music and songs from different parts of the world in multiple languages and explain to you and show to you what attributes to the power of one.
Coming over in my direction, so thankful for that. It's such a blessing, yeah. Turn every situation into heaven, yeah. Oh, you are my sunrise in the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly. Despacito, pero respiro tu cuero despacito. Debe que te dicho que tú al olvido. Espera que te quedes en estás conmigo. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito. Now vamos pegando poquito a poquito. Cuando no me besas, cuadrito de cerveza. Mi querida malicia con delicadeza. शुभारंभ मंगल बेला आई सपनों की डायरी पे दिल की बाजी रे शहनाई 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 शुभारंभ मंगल बेला आई सपनों की डायरी पे दिल की बाजी रे शहनाई 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 सजिल्यो शुभ घड़ी छे आवी आजा आजा टमटमाता शमणाओ छे लावी ओ लावी रंगवती 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 कणकलाचा हसीमध्ये कमल कथा हे रंगवती रंगवती कणकलाचा हसीमध्ये कमल कथा ओ लाजे 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 ओ लाजे 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 ओय गो लाजे 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 नाही जाऊची माठा गो नाही करो बघा हे लाजे लाजे नाही जाऊची माठा गो नाही करो अथा
ಬೆಳಗೆದ್ದು ಯಾರ ಮುಖವ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದೆ ಅಂದಾನೋ ಅದೃಷ್ಟನೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಕುಂತಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕಂಡ ಕನಸು ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೈಟ್ ಇಂದು ಬಣ್ಣವಾಗಿದೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಕವನ ಬರೆಯೋ ಗಮನ ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಮೂಡಿದೆ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಿ ಬಂದು ಮುದ್ದಾಡಿ ಕಜಗೊಳಿತಾಳಲಾರೆ ಕನಸಲ್ಲಿ
ಬಳಿ ಬಂದು
ಮುದ್ದಾಡಿ ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಕಜಗೊಳಿತಾಳಲಾರೆ तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिलो से कर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिलो से कर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो मैं हूँ वो झोंका मस्त हवा का संग तुम्हारे चलता रहूंगा जब से हुई है तुमसे मोहब्बत मिलता रहा हूँ मिलता रहूंगा हे
കുട്ടനാടൻ പച്ചയിലെടുത്തേ തകതേനേതോ കൊച്ചുപെണ്ണെ കുയിലാളെ രുക്കിത്താരാതേരെ കൊട്ടു വേണം കുരൽ വേണം കൂരവ വേണം കൊട്ടു വേണം കുരൽ വേണം കൂരവ വേണം
ഓ ദിത്തിത്താരാ ദിത്തിത്തേ ദിത്തേ തകതേനേതോ ദിത്തിത്താരാ ദിത്തിത്തേ ദിത്തേ തകതേനേതോ ദിത്തിത്താരാ ദിത്തിത്തേ ദിത്തേ തകതേനേതോ ദിത്തിത്താരാ ദിത്തിത്തേ ദിത്തേ തകതേനേതോ कोई कहे कहता रहे कितना भी हमको दीवाना कोई कहे कहता रहे जितना भी हमको दीवाना
हम लोगों की ठोकर में है ये जमाना
जब सांस है आवाज है फिर किस लिए हिचकिचाना जब सांस है आवाज है फिर किस लिए हिचकिचाना
हो गाएंगे हम अपने दिलों का तराना बिगड़े दुनिया
बिगड़ने भी दो
झगड़े दुनिया
झगड़ना भी दो
लड़े जो दुनिया
लड़ने भी दो
हम अपनी धुन में गाए दुनिया लूटे
लूटने दो
बंधन छूटे
छूटने दो
रोए लूटे रूठने दो ना घबरा
हम है नए अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना हम है नए अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना हम है नए अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना
हम है नए
अंदाज क्यों हो पुराना
Thank you, thank you.
Well, well, ladies and gentlemen, Velocity 1, that's for you. Give it up for Pooja, Natwani, Neeraj, Ajay, Raghavendra, Rajiv, Praveen, and Shrutilal. Congratulations. That's been a fantastic performance. Well, moving on, I now bring to you something all the way from the other part of the world. Yes, something more hip, something more cool. Ladies and gentlemen, what I have for you right now is this smart ass, like I would say, from Team Galaxy, who's the winner of the talent show. Please put your hands together for the man who's bringing some gangster rap on stage to bring the hood down, Dilip Kumar Rao.
Check.
Put your hands up, 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 put your hands up. Make some noise! Cop, police, hero.
Gangster rap, but only the ಮೊದಲಿ ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇಟ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೆನ್ನಿಂದ ಗನ್ನಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಲ್ಸು ಹಿಪ್ ಹಾಪ್ ಚಿಕ್ಕಂದಿನಿಂದಲೂ ನಾನು ನಡೆದು ಬಂದ ದಾರಿ ಕೈ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಬಾಯಿ ಮುಚ್ಚಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೂರಿ ಬದುಕೋದೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಈ ದುನಿಯಾದು ಬಾರಿ ಬೆಳೆವಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಹೆದರಿ ತಪ್ಪಿದ್ದರು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡುವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ಯಾರೇ ಒಪ್ಪದಿದ್ದರು ಸಮಾಜ ನಮಗಿಂತಲೂ ಕ್ರೂರಿ ಕಂಬಿಗಳಿಂದ ಕಾಲ ಕಳೆದಿದೀಗದಷ್ಟು ಬಾರಿ ಟಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಸಂತಸದೆ ಮಾಡುವುದೊಂದೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಗುರಿ ಹಿಪ್ ಹಾಪ್ ಸಂಗೀತ ವ್ಯಾಮೋಹಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ಪದಗಳ ಬಲೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮೇಲಿಗೆ ನೋಡಿ ಸಹಿಸದವರಿಗೆ ಬೇಡ ಅದರ ಬಿಡತೆ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕಾಡಿಗೆ ತಗೋ ಕಡಿವಾಣವಿಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಳಿದ ನಾಲಿಗೆ ಕಿತ್ತೋದ್ರ ಮಾಡೋರ್ ಕಂಡ್ರೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಬಾಯಿಗೆ ಧೈರ್ಯ ಬೇಕ ನಿನಗೆ ಬಾ ಕೊಡುವೆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಫ್ರೀಯ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಬರ್ತೀಯ ಅಷ್ಟು ಗಾಡಿಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಹಿಡಿದುಕೊಂಡಿರ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಡೆದು ಬಂದರೆ ನನ್ನೆದುರಾಳಿ ಗಲಿಗೆ ಕೊಡುವೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿಲ್ಲದ ತೊಂದರೆ ನನಗೆದುರು ನಿಂತರೆ ಎಡಬಗಲೆದ್ದಿದ್ದರೆ ಸಾಯೋ ಮುನ್ನ ನರ್ಕಾಲಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಸಹ್ಯ ಪಟ್ಟರೆ ಅಸಹನೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಬಾಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ಗಿಡ್ಡು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸುಡ್ತಾರೆ ಜಾಗತನವ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಗ್ರಾಚಾರ ಕೈ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ತಲೆಗೆಡವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಣದ ಮೇಲೆ ಗೋರಿಗಳನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಟರೆ First, put your hands up. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಂದ ಗನ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಪಿಯರಿಗೆ ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ನಿಲ್ಸು ಹಿಪ್ ಹಾಪ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ ರ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡುವರಿಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲಿ ಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇ ಟಾಪ್ ಪೋಲಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಪೊರಿಕಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ಪರಿಕರಣೀಯ ಪರಿವೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕೈ ಮನಸ್ಸಿನ ಕ್ರೂರಿ ನಾನು ಬದಲಿಸೋಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ಚಾಕುಗಿಂತ ಹರಿತ ನನ್ನ ವೇಗ ಅನಿಯಮಿತ ನನ್ನ ಧಿಕ್ಕರಿಸುವ ದ್ರವ್ಯಗಳಿಗೆ ನಿಯಮನೆಂದೇ ನನ್ನಿಂದ ನಿನ್ನ ಸಾವು ಕೂಡ ಕಾಪಾಡೋಲ್ಲ ನ ಆಂತರ್ಯದ ಜ್ವಾಲೆ ನಾನಂದಿನೊಂದಿಸೋಲನ ಕೆಟ್ಟವರಿಗೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟವನು ಪ್ರೀತಿಸೋಲ ಹಣವನ್ನು ನೋವು ಹಿಂಸೆ ಜಯಿಸಿ ಗಟ್ಟಿ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಿರುವೆ ಮನಸ್ಸನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವರ ಅನ್ನೋ ತರ ಬೆನ್ನ ಹಿಂದೆ ಮಾತಾಡು ಚಂದುಗಿಂತ ಜೀಪು ನೀನು ತುಂಬಾ ಬೇಗ ಬಾಡು ಮುಳ್ಳನ್ನ ಮುಳ್ಳಿಂದಲೇ ತೆಗೆಯೋದು ನನ್ನ ತತ್ವ ಪದವಳಿಕೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಅದು ನನ್ನ ಸರ್ವಸ್ವ ಅನುಕರಿಸೋ ಅಂದರಿಗೆ ಕರಿಣಿಸೋಳು ಬರಿ ಮಾತಿಂದ ಸರಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರನ್ನೋದು ಭ್ರಮ್ ಆಗಿರುವೆ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ ನಾನು ಮೊದಲಿಗ ಸಮಾಜದ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗೆ ನಿಂತಿರುವ ಕನ್ನಡಿಗ ಬರುವರಿಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲಿಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇಟ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಂದ ಗನ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಪ್ ಎದುಗಿ ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ನಿಲ್ಸು ಹಿಪ್ ಹಾಪ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ ರ್ಯಾಪ್ ಮಾಡುವರಿಲ್ಲ ಮೊದಲಿಗಿಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇಟ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದಿಂದ ಗನ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಪ್ ಎದುಗಿ ಗುರಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ನಿಲ್ಸು ಹಿಪ್ ಹಾಪ್ ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು Back up. One last time, make some noise! Kannada! Thank you.
Well, let's give it up for the star boy in the house, Dilip Kumar Rao. Can we have a big round of applause for him? Come on, guys. What an entertainer. All right. I've got another entertainer who's going to take the stage by storm. Quite a personality he is, I must tell you. I'm sure he's going to swoon you guys over. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting my next performer is the second runner-up of the talent show from Team Infinity. Welcome, K.I. Daniel.
A big hi to all. From the other part of the world, let's get back to this part of the world. Let's go to a retro eternal classic पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी। आज हम भी नाचेंगे, माहौल ही कुछ ऐसा बना रखा है। बुजुर्गों ने फरमाया कि पैरों पे अपने खड़े होके दिखलाओ, फिर ये जमाना तुम्हारा है। जमाने के सुरताल के साथ चलते चले जाओ, फिर हर तराना तुम्हारा, फसाना तुम्हारा है। अरे तो लो भैया, हम अपने पैरों के ऊपर खड़े हो गए और मिला ली है ताले, दबा लेगा दांतों तले उंगलियां लिया, ये जहां देख कर अपनी चाल। धन्यवाद। के पग घुंघरू के पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी। के पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी और हम नाचे बिन घुंघरू के पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी। वो तीर भला किस काम का है जो तीर निशाने से छूके 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 रे। के पग घुंघरू पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी, पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी, पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी, नाची थी, नाची थी, नाची थी। हाँ, के पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी। सा 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 ग ग रे रे सा नी नी सा 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 ग ग रे रे सा नी नी सा 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 ग ग ग प प म म ग रे 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 ग ग ग पानी सा पानी सा पानी पानी रे 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 गा रे गा रे गा रे गा रे गा प प प प प म ग रे गा रे गा 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 गा प प म ग म ग म ग म ग रे गा रे गा रे गा रे गा रे गा ग म ग म ग म प म ग रे गा रे गा सा प म ग रे गा रे गा सा प म ग रे से गा सा। आप अंदर से कुछ और बाहर से कुछ और नजर आते हैं, बाहुदा शक्ल से जो नजर आते हैं। अरे उम्र गुजरी है सारी चोरी में, सारे सुख चैन बंद जुर्म की तिजोरी में। आपका तो लगता है बस यही सपना, राम राम जपना पराया माल अपना है। आपका तो लगता है बस यही सपना, राम राम जपना पराया माल अपना। वतन का खाया नमक तो नमक हलाल बनो, फर्ज ईमान की जिंदा यहाँ मिसाल बनो। पराया धन पराई नार पे नजर मत डालो, बुरी आदत है ये आदत अभी बदल डालो। क्योंकि आदत तो वो आग है जो एक दिन अपना घर फूके 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 रे। के पग घुंघरू पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी, पग घुंघरू बांध मीरा नाची थी, नाची थी, नाची थी, नाची थी, नाची थी, नाची थी। हाँ, के पग घुंघरू
Ladies and gentlemen, K.I. Daniel! Okay. After like a nice, refreshing break, I'm back. We're not going to quickly move on with whatever we guys have lined up for you because we have another lucky draw to go. We have an exclusive, super duper, exquisite fashion show that's going to come its way. Yes. And also, we're going to be giving away the winning trophies of the teams of the year. All that is going to start off, and after that, this entire place probably converts itself into a massive dance floor. And the disco starts off. Yes, all that in the pipeline. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, as a part of our CSR initiative, Quest has adopted a few schools around where we fund them and make sure the needy is taken care of. In result, we've had some of the kids of these schools that we have adopted who've made some beautiful paintings. We've chosen 3 of those paintings which will be auctioned off today, and people participating in the auction will be you guys. Okay, and whatever money is received out of these proceeds of the painting, it will go into the welfare of these kids in the school. So make sure you guys are a little generous, a little open about this entire idea. So do the honors on stage. I'm going to call upon Smita, our CSR, the one who heads our CSR initiative, Smita on stage. And I'm also going to call Vijay Shivaraman to kindly join her on stage, please. Vijay Shivaraman and Smita, both of you. So let's have the painting number 1 on stage. Smita would want you to hold it so that they can see it. And Vijay, we want you to be part of this while we have the winner. Can you walk forward with it, please? This is one of the paintings, beautiful one, done by the kids of the schools that we have adopted. So we're going to auction this off right now. Okay, we're going to auction this off. And Vijay, I want you to tell me, should we start the bid with what amount? What do you think?
I think
Smita, you want to start the bid with what amount?
5,000.
5,000? Okay. And remember, guys, be generous because whatever proceeds are going to be collected here, this will go into the welfare of the school. So you'll be doing some good today with that money. And remember one more thing, it need not be an individual trying to buy it. It could also be a group of people doing it. It could be a team. It could be a process. Everybody coming together can do this. So we're starting the bid off with 5,000. Any bidders in the house? Yes, sir. 6,000. 6,000 already done. Next bidder. 7,000. Fantastic. Give him a round of applause, guys. I love your spirit, man. Just stand up and shout out, okay? If not, put your hands up and shout out because we can't quite see. Can you put the spot into the audience? Can you put the spot into the audience? Yes, thank you. Next bidder, 7,000. 10,000. Please put your hands up and stand up if you say 10,000. Stand up. Stand up. Yes. What's the amount? 10,000. Fantastic. 10,000. Who's going next? 11,000. I love this. 11,000. 11,000. Next bidder. More bidding. Come on. This is for the good, guys. This is for the good. I want you guys to do it. 11,000. Who's next? Anyone at all? 12,000. Fantastic. 12,000. Who's next? Any more bidding? 12,000. 12,000. Remember, you need not do it individually. You can do it together with your friend, group of friends coming together to contribute. It could even be your team. It could be your process, whoever. 12,000. 12,000. Should I seal it on that? 12,001. 12,002. 13,000. Fantastic. I'm loving this. 13,000. 13,001. 13,002. 14,000. Loving this. 14,000. 14,001. 14,002. 15,000. 15,000. I'm loving this. 15,000. 15,001. 15,002. 20,000. I love this. I love this. I love it when good things happen. 20,000. 20,000. 20,001. 20,002. 20,003. Sold. I want you guys to come up on stage. Come up on stage, please. Come up, come up, come on. Give them a round of applause, guys. Something really great has happened. Give them a round of applause. Shine. 20,000 rupees goes for the welfare of these schools that we have adopted. And these are the two guys who've taken that up. Give them a big round of applause, guys. This is some generous work. You need to have a very big heart to do this. Fantastic, fantastic. Congratulations, guys. Coming up, coming up. Come up, both of you. Please come up, come up, come up on stage. Congratulations. Please do receive it with a lot of pride. With a lot of pride, because you are doing something really good. Give them a big round of applause. Congratulations to both of you. Please do reach Smita at the end of this to ensure the payment process is taken care of. Smita, just take care of that. Okay, we're going to have two more paintings. We're going to do this quick. Let's have painting number 2. Let's have the painting number 2 in the audience, please. Come on, let's show it. Painting number 2. Here goes. And this one, guys, I want you to be a little more open and generous. Do it together as a team. Take it up together. All right, let's do this. Painting number 2. Smita, please walk ahead with this. Here goes. Here goes. It's painting number 2. It's a little abstract. It's a little abstract, but fantastic. I love the colors in it. So can you just walk up a little in the front so that people can have a look? So here goes. It's not about the painting. It's not about what it is. It's about who has done it and what happens at the end of this if you guys donate this money. So here goes. We're going to start the bid with what? Smita, I want you to tell me, or Vijay, one of you, please decide and tell me. I'm sorry? You will call the bid at 15. So he's already given a start that he wants to take it at 15. So, okay, we'll start the bid at 15. 15,000. 25,000. Now we are talking. 25,000. 25,000 anymore. I'm sorry, sir? 35,000. My God, I feel so good when I hear this. I feel so good when I hear such good work happening. 35,000. 35,000. I think you've kind of given a fitting reply to this. 35,001. 40,000, guys. 40,000. 40,000. 43,000. 43. 45,000. 45,000. God, I'm actually running out of breath. I'm just getting too excited about this when I see good work happening. 45,001. 45,002. 50,000. We're clocking half a lakh. We're clocking half a lakh. 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees. Now this is becoming a competition amongst you big guys now, huh? 50,001. 50,000. 55,000. 55,000. What are we doing now? What are we doing? This is getting very interesting. 55,000. 55,000. Any bidders out there? 55,000. 61,000. 61,000. This is brilliant. This is absolutely fantastic. It takes a lot to be this magnanimous, guys. 61,000. 61,001. 61,000. 65,000. 65,000. This is going to be endless. 65,001. Did 75,000. I want to see this touching six figures. I don't know. I just feel like it. The kids deserve this. I think as we have I want you to stand up and say that. I want you to stand up and say that because I'm kind of pouring out with emotions. You're doing it together. And it's coming up to 1 lakh. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. 1 lakh. My God, you know, as we all celebrate 10 years of success, so many years of your individual success in this company, there are some kids back out there who are going to be so happy at what you guys are doing today. They're going to feel so blessed. And yes, of course, you get a lot of blessings from them too. 1 lakh, 1 lakh, 2, 1 lakh 3 sold. Please come up on stage, guys. Give them a big, big round of applause. This is some great work. Incredible, absolutely. This is some fantastic work. It takes a big heart. It takes a big heart to generate this kind of magnanimity in all of you. And these two gentlemen have done that. Give it up for them, guys. Please walk forward, a little forward. Fantastic. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations, guys. Okay, I'm going to do the last one now. I want to do the last one now, and I know we're a little high on emotions, at least I am. I don't know about you guys. I want you guys to generously participate, okay? Get together as a team if you can. Probably whoever's sitting around you, talk to them, get together, make this work, okay? Let's have the next painting. Here goes another abstract one. Beautiful. I love the colors there. Here goes. That's the third painting, again done by one of the kids of the schools that we have adopted in our CSR initiative. So here goes. What do we start the bid from? Vijay, Smita, have you all decided? She says better ask Vijay. He's the guy with the monies. 25. He says 25,000. That's a lovely way to start. 25,000. Yes, sir. I quite didn't get that. I might just fall off stage. Do I think what I'm thinking? He says he wants to hit it with 1 lakh. 4 of you. Lovely, lovely. You know what? That's what I call setting example, guys. Fantastic work. 1 lakh rupees right away. 1 lakh rupees. Anyone here? Anyone here who can beat that number? Anyone here? Someone's nominating Muttu. Is that so? Sagar. Okay. 1 lakh. 1 lakh 50. Oh my God. This is going to be one of the finest moments for me, at least in this event. 1 lakh 50,000 rupees. 1 lakh 50,000 rupees. You guys are really putting me on tenterhooks. 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees. Oh God, I feel so happy for those kids. They're going to be so blessed. They're going to be so blessed. 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh rupees. Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Guys, there at the back, you just want to team up. Let me tell you, it's no big task. When 5, 10 of you get together, it's easier when you look at the share. 2 lakh rupees. 2 lakh 1. 2 lakh 2. 2 lakh 3. Sold. Come on up, all of you, please come up on stage. Come up, come up, come up. Come up. Give them a big round of applause. Shine. 2 lakh rupees. And we have 6 of them who put together their minds to make this work. Fantastic. Leading by example is what I would call them. Fantastic. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, can we hear a big, huge, consolidated round of applause for all those who participated in the auction? Great minds. Takes a lot of courage to do that. But before I let Smita go, we'd want her to speak a few words about this entire initiative, what happens, how it happens quickly for us.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Thank you very much for participating in this. There are two things that I wanted to bring it to your notice. One is any money is important to us. Even if you give 50 paise, I can buy an eraser. 1 rupee we can buy a sharpener. 2 rupees we can buy a pencil. 3 rupees we can buy a pen. So any money is important to CareWorks, and I promise you that each money will go to a child who is studying in CareWorks school. I'm actually very emotional. I became emotional the way you people respond to CareWorks every time. And we have 6,000 children now. I remember once Sajid told me, you are a mother of 300 children. Now I am a mother of 6,000 children. We need all of your help to reach 300 schools. You know, that's a target we set for ourselves. Couple of years we will reach 300 schools and probably 30,000 students, and each rupee, each paise matters a lot for children who are studying in our school. And I think I need somebody's help to count and tell me how much money we got now. I'm very bad in maths, but what I can assume is we can buy water purifiers for all our 30 schools, the money which we are going to get now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all your help for everyone, each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Smita. I think you know what? It being a great deed, you guys deserve a big round of applause for actually making this happen. Give yourselves a big round of applause. And this is what, guys, this is what makes Quest Corp, you know? Doing something more than what you actually add value at your workstations is what makes Quest, and we're so proud of being this, all right? And just when I say that we're proud of being this, there are a lot of people over the last couple of months who've done extremely well in achieving certain things who we are going to award. And the CSR activity, we have a couple of teams, or rather a couple of people who have actually done well in terms of what has been prescribed to them. So to give away these awards, I'm going to call upon on stage Lohit Bhatia, Sanju Balurkar, Saurav Lenka, and Ashish Kapoor. Can we have all of you on stage to give away these awards to our CSR team, please? Come on, guys. Round of applause as we welcome them on stage. Welcome. Welcome, gentlemen. Welcome. All right. Like I said, under our CSR initiative, we had a couple of activities where we call it the joy of giving money, the joy of giving time, and the joy of giving material. These are self-explanatory. I don't need to tell you what these people have done under each of these categories. So for first up, joy of giving money, the winning team is, and to do the honors, I would request Lohit Bhatia to step up to do the honors for this winning team. The joy of giving money under the CSR activity, the winning team is Team Symphony. I want the team to come up. I want the team to come up. Congratulations. The joy of giving money. Team Symphony, step up, please. Step up. Step up. You can join in too. Join in, please. And moving on, the joy of giving time. The joy of giving time. I request Sanju Balurkar to do the honors. Once again goes to Team Symphony. Mr. Sanju Balurkar doing the honors, the joy of giving time. Team Symphony, congratulations. Congratulations. Moving on, the joy of giving material. Again, self-explanatory, you know what they could have done. The joy of giving material. The winning team again, guys. Team Symphony. Give them a round of applause. I request Mr. Saurav Lenka to do the honors, please. Step up, everyone. Be part of the photograph, please. Congratulations. And guys, this is going to be a little mindless. This is going to be a little mindless. No points for guessing. We have a CSR overall trophy. And this goes out once again. Like I said, no points for guessing. Team Symphony! I request Ashish Kapoor to do the honors, sir. Let's have the entire Team Symphony up on stage to receive the overall winning trophy for the CSR activities of the year 2017. Come up, the entire team, come up on stage. Come on. Come on, guys. All of us do charity, but there are certain people who just do a little more than us. We got to celebrate and appreciate them. Fantastic. Team Symphony. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. We continue to see you do more and more, because that's what adds more value to us than anything else. Moving on. I want to quickly run through these things. We now have the cultural activities. Like I said, Sangam 2017 was held in a span of 2 or 3 months across various offices that we have. And here we have the awards of these activities. So we're going to firstly start off with the group song category. And to give away these awards, I'd like Mr. Anand C. to do the honors. Sir, can I have you on stage, please? Anand C. Round of applause for Mr. Anand C, please. Come on, guys. Lazy hands. Put your hands together. I got to wake you up now and then. Okay, so here goes. On the third place for the group song category, is once again Team Symphony. Team Symphony, give it up for them, guys. Moving on, the second place, while they do the photographs, let's go this quick. The second place for the group song of Sangam 2017. Team Infinity. Second place, Team Infinity for group song category. And moving on to the winners. The winners, number one, numero uno of the group song. Any guesses, guys? If you belong to that team and if you think that team has won, make some noise. And the winners are Team Velocity 1. Congratulations. Velocity 1, the winners of group song Sangam 2017. Thank you, Anand C. Thank you, sir. Moving on, giving away the awards, the group dance. And to do the honors, I'd like to call upon on stage Sachin Vora. Can we have you, sir, on stage? Sachin Vora, to do the honors for the group dance winners of Sangam 2017. Welcome. The third place for group dance Sangam 2017 goes to Velocity 1. Congratulations. Velocity 1, congratulations, thank you Sachin, thank you for being here. To do the honors for the other two awards, I'd like to call upon on stage Surajit Khan. So can we have you please, Surajit Khan. Congratulations, Velocity 1. Surajit Khan, to do the honors, the group dance of Sangam 2017, second place. Anyone who feels, who knows who's it? Second place goes to Team Spectrum. What is Team Spectrum in the audience? Make some noise here. And the first place, the numero uno, the number one for group dance Sangam 2017 is Team Ekham. Surajit, we want you to be part of the photograph. Guys, Ekham, a picture with Surajit, please. Guys, come on. Yeah, you can have your celebration pictures later. Come on. Let's have a picture with him. Give him a round of applause, guys. First place, Ekham, make some noise. Okay, moving on. Thank you, Surajit Khan. Thank you so much. Moving on, the last and the final category, and this is going to be for the talent show. To give away the next award, I'd like to call upon on stage Shantanu Ghosh. So can we have you on stage, please? Shantanu Ghosh. And this is for the talent show. A talent show third place. Talent show third place. It's actually a tie between two teams. It's a tie between two teams. And the award goes to the third place of the talent show Sangam 2017. Mr. Shantanu Ghosh doing the honors. It goes to Team Symphony and Team Infinity. Team Symphony represented by Subodh for solo song, and Team Infinity by K.I. Daniel for solo song. K.I. Daniel. Come on, guys, you've heard him sing. Quite a man. What a swag. Congratulations, Daniel. Congratulations. Thank you, Shantanu sir. Thank you for being here. All right, to give away the next two awards, I'd like to call upon on stage Madhu Damodaran. Can we have you on stage, please? Round of applause for Mr. Madhu Damodaran. The second place goes to, you've heard this person on stage a couple of minutes ago. He kind of rocked it for you guys. Second place goes once again to Team Symphony, Abhijit Bagchi. Abhijit Bagchi, congratulations. Thank you, thank you. Well, and now, the first place of the talent show. There's apparently a tie again. It goes to both Team Symphony and Team Galaxy. Team Symphony, Baijayanti Chakraborty for solo song. Team Galaxy represented by Dilip Kumar, the rap artist. And we have another person who's tied with her, and that is, coming on, Dilip Kumar Rao. Hold it. Go back. You know how this man rocked your night, right? He actually wants you to make noise before he comes. 1, 2, 3, let's go! He loves it. He loves the limelight. He likes the spotlight. You can make out. Congratulations, man. You've been quite an entertainer for the night. Dilip Kumar Rao. What a performer. What a performer. Thank you, Mr. Madhu. Thank you so much for being here. All right, guys, on that note, for all the entertainment that you've been getting here on the stage right throughout this evening, and for all those people who've been actually putting that much amount of hard work and also winning, I think they deserve one big, huge, consolidated round of applause from you guys. Come on, let's hear it for all the winners of Sangam 2017. Fantastic. Like I said, we're now moving into our last couple of performances that are lined up. Not before also mentioning that I'm going to bring that one lucky draw that's still pending for one person to walk away with 2 nights, 3 days, expense-paid trip to Goa. That's going to come back. That's going to come back right after this performance. Ladies and gentlemen, our next performance up on stage is going to be our second runners-up of the group song. Please put your hands together for Team Symphony. Everybody, round of applause for Team Symphony.
Hello.
इतना अंधेरा क्यों है?
Hello, check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We represent Team Symphony. We are going to perform a trio song. So sit back and enjoy. Sing along with us.
हरि गुण गावत नाचूंगी मैं तो हरि गुण गावत नाचूंगी अपना मंदिर में बैठा बैठा
गम तो नहीं है किससे हमारी नजदीकियों के, गम तो नहीं है, कम तो नहीं है। कितनी दफा सुबह को मेरी तेरे आंगन में बैठे मैंने शाम किया। चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ बेलिया ओ पिया। चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ चन्ना मेरे आ बेलिया।
दिल वो चाहे जिसे उसे पाए, प्यार वो यार के जो नाम पे ही मिट जाए। दिल वो चाहे जिसे उसे पाए, प्यार वो यार के जो नाम पे ही मिट जाए। जान के बदले में जान लो नजराना, ये मेरा दिल प्यार का दीवाना, दीवाना दीवाना प्यार का परवाना।
वादा रहा साथी मेरे तेरे लिए गाता चला जाऊं। तू मेरा दिल, तू मेरी जान। जीना जीना मेरे जीना यही तेरे लिए जिंदगी लुटाऊं। तू जो नहीं क्या है यहाँ ओ यार आ रहा है तेरा प्यार। कहाँ हम कहाँ खोए गुम कहाँ तुम, अभी जा एक बार हो यार आ रहा है तेरा प्यार।
बात बाकी होना है जो हो जाने दो। देखो ना सोचो तो देखो हाँ जाने जा मुझे प्यार से। ओ देखो हाँ सोचो तो देखो हाँ जाने जा मुझे प्यार से। शाम है जाम है और है नशा, तन भी है मन भी है पिघला हुआ। छाई है रंगीनियाँ फिर भी है बेताबियाँ। क्यों धड़कता है दिल, क्यों ये कहता है दिल, ओ दीवानों को अब तक नहीं है ये पता। आज की रात होना है क्या, पाना है क्या, होना है क्या। आज की रात होना है क्या, पाना है क्या, होना है क्या।
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you liked it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers for Sim.
Well, there goes Team Symphony for you guys. Put it up for Subodh, Baijayanti, and Abhijit Bakche. Well, fantastic performance. It's only getting better, guys. It's only getting better. All right, let me present to you my next performance right away. Here comes, ladies and gentlemen, the group dance this time. And that is from Team Velocity. And remember, guys, right after this, we have that exclusive, exquisite fashion show coming your way. Everyone, Bolo Ganapati Bappa!
ज्वाला सी चलती है आंखों में जिसके भी दिल में तेरा नाम है परवाही क्या उसका आरंभ कैसा है और कैसा परिणाम है धरती अंबर सितारे उसकी नजरें उतारे डर भी उससे डरा रे जिसकी रखवाली यारे करता साया तेरा हे देवा श्री गणेश 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 देवा श्री गणेश
नमस्ते बहनों और भाइयों, बड़े ही कम शब्दों में आपको सुनाना चाहता हूँ उस साल का लोकप्रिय गीत।
The club isn't the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast, and then we talk slow. Over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now I take my hand, stop it, and the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come coming now, follow my lead.